There is a particular leader in Africa who refuses to let his nation remain tethered to the past. A leader that is cutting almost all the ties with the exploitative systems of the West and redefining Africa's future. Just when you thought you've seen it all, we bring you another groundbreaking story of what is happening in Burkina Faso under this young patriotic president, Ibrahim Traoré, who is boldly just removing anything and everything that has to do with Western influence from every corner of his country. Today, we take you on another groundbreaking journey, an extraordinary transformation that will totally reshape and change the narrative in Burkina Faso and the wider African continent. The end of this video will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about Africa. Stay with us. You see, for decades, African education systems have been modeled on curricula that fail to address the continent's unique challenges. Education has long been a tool for colonial influence, with curricula designed to serve the interests of the West rather than solve Africa's problems. Traoré recognizes this as one of the continent's major setbacks. Under his leadership, Burkina Faso is transforming its educational system, moving away from outdated Western-centric models to curricula that empower students to solve local societal problems and build a self-sufficient nation. In Burkina Faso today, education is no longer about memorizing disconnected facts. It's about theory to practical learning that equips students with the skills to address real-world challenges. For example, at Marie Gabrielle School in Bobo Dioulasso, students are learning to raise livestock, weave textiles, grow crops, and adopt sustainable farming techniques. These are not just classroom exercises, they're solutions to food insecurity and unemployment, problems that have plagued African societies for decades. Imagine classrooms where students learn to harness solar energy, cultivate crops with modern techniques, and develop technologies that serve their communities. Picture a curriculum that teaches young minds the value of their heritage, the importance of self-reliance, and the tools to break free from cycles of dependency. Sadly, many other African leaders are still clueless on how to run their country. See one sending it human capital abroad.
Grace Nganga. NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua has criticized President William Ruto's proposal that Kenyans should move abroad in search for jobs, since the country still needs professionals in key sectors. According to Karua, who spoke at the Globalization Conference on New Concept for Sharing Skills and Labor between the Global South and North, said what the country requires at the moment is setting up conducive environments for the professionals.
We can change the situation so that we have better governance that enables our economy to expand and create jobs. The jobs may not.
In Burkina Faso, take livestock farming, for instance. Students are mastering animal husbandry techniques, transforming livestock into reliable sources of food and income. They're learning to breed, manage, and market livestock in ways that benefit their communities and lay the foundation for local economies. This is education reimagined, designed not for dependency, but for empowerment. What about in textiles? Students are weaving fabrics like Faso Danfani, an emblem of Burkinabe culture, and positioning it for global markets. They're not just preserving cultural heritage, they're turning it into economic opportunity. Imagine African textiles being celebrated worldwide, with students at the forefront of this transformation. Do you know agriculture is also getting a much-needed overhaul? Burkina Faso's youth are being trained in sustainable farming practices that reduce reliance on imported seeds and combat food insecurity. Imagine a future where African nations not only feed themselves, but export high-quality organic produce to the world. That's the vision Traoré is building. Wait, this one's surprising. Even renewable energy is now part of the curriculum. In a continent blessed with abundant sunlight and wind, students are learning how to harness these resources to power their communities. This is about more than sustainability. It's about independence. By producing their own energy, these students are reducing Africa's reliance on foreign oil and creating a path toward energy sovereignty. Traoré's vision for education is holistic. It's about more than just technical skills. The curriculum now includes African history, languages, and values, giving students a sense of pride in their identity. The national anthem is no longer just a song. It's a rallying cry for unity, resilience, and self-determination. Education in Burkina Faso is becoming a tool for liberation, mentally, economically, and socially. We are going somewhere. Traoré's transformative leadership doesn't stop with education. He's reshaping Burkina Faso's defense strategy, breaking away from Western military assistance and forging alliances that prioritize African solutions to African problems. One of his boldest moves has been forming a military partnership with Rwanda. Yes, you heard me right. Traoré is looking inward. Rwanda is a nation that has transformed itself from the ashes of genocide into a powerhouse of military strategy and peacekeeping. This is not just a military deal, it's a revolution in African politics. By sending senior military generals to Rwanda, Traoré has secured a comprehensive partnership that will transform Burkina Faso's defense capabilities. This pact includes mutual defense agreements, intelligence sharing, and advanced military training. It's a blueprint for how African nations can collaborate to solve their own security challenges without Western interference. The intelligence sharing aspect is particularly groundbreaking. Rwanda's intelligence network is among the most efficient in Africa, with a proven track record in counterinsurgency and early threat detection. For Burkina Faso, which has long struggled with insurgencies in the Sahel region, this partnership is a game changer. By tapping into Rwanda's expertise, Traoré is equipping his nation to proactively counter threats and protect its sovereignty. Joint military training is another cornerstone of the deal. Burkina Faso's soldiers will now have access to Rwanda's advanced training programs, which cover everything from counterinsurgency tactics to crisis management. These aren't just theoretical exercises. They're real-world scenarios designed to prepare soldiers for the high-stakes challenges they face in the Sahel. Rwanda's holistic approach to military strategy, which integrates peace-building, community engagement, and reconciliation, is exactly what Burkina Faso needs to rebuild regions devastated by insurgencies. This partnership isn't just about winning battles, it's about securing long-term peace and stability. Traoré's alliance with Rwanda is a direct challenge to Western dominance in African security affairs. It sends a clear message. Africa doesn't need the West to solve its problems. By partnering with nations that share its vision for sovereignty and self-reliance, Burkina Faso is charting a new course for the continent. Imagine a future where African nations unite to form a continental defense force, one that can address transnational insurgencies, protect critical infrastructure, and ensure regional stability. Traoré's partnership with Rwanda is a step toward this vision. It's a move that prioritizes African solutions over foreign interventions, laying the groundwork for a continent that controls its own destiny. This is more than a story about Burkina Faso. It's a movement reshaping Africa's future. Traoré's leadership challenges the status quo, proving that with bold decisions and a commitment to self-reliance, Africa can rise above dependency. The world is watching, and Africa's rise has only just begun. Thank you for staying thus far. Please subscribe and comment your thought.